Hi guys, this is Pres Team member Rob Walsh on Friday afternoon with a message especially for all of our Sydney-based and also Melbourne-based distributors, but not precluding anyone that lives in those states like Victoria or New South Wales. Regarding Gary de Bravena's Chairman's Club tour starting this weekend on Saturday down in Sydney, that's tomorrow. And Wellness to Wealth Nutrition and Business Club Level 2, Suite 205, 451 Pitt Street, Sydney, okay, at 10 o'clock start. And then on Sunday at the Airport Motel and Convention Centre at 33 Ardley Street, Atwood, which is out near the airport there, on Sunday starting again 10 till 5. Guys, this is a free training by our Chairman's Club member, and for those who aren't really familiar with Gary, I've known Gary since 1985, and when I first met him, he was in Bill Keats' office, which was a converted apartment, and Gary was on the phone reading a script, like this kind of thing, reading the script, talking to somebody who'd rung up about an ad, and not doing a very good job at it. And I remember saying to Bill, "Who's that guy?" And he said, "Oh, he's one of my new distributors." And I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "He's not much chop, is he?" And Bill said, "No, but he wants to do it." And isn't that interesting? He did want to do it. And Gary persevered and has become one of the top Herbalife independent distributors in the whole world. And for us here listening to this message, our upline. So, excuse me, I want you to have this mindset that if there were, example, one of the top executives that we read about, one of the entrepreneurs of Australia said that they're going to do a free class on how they became independently wealthy, and they were going to do it on Saturday in Sydney and Sunday in Melbourne. Do you think the room would be full? Yeah, I kind of suspect it would. So let's not be flippant about this. Gary made approximately $3.5 million last year. I was in where were we? The Beverly Hilton in Los Angeles just a month ago, and Gary got a bonus check of about $500,000 Australian dollars. Just a bonus check, do you mind? Now this guy used to be a barman. So if your intention is to develop your Herbalife business and to change the way you live, then I would say either Saturday Sydney or Sunday Melbourne, whatever you're doing, is really not as important or no more important than to get to this event. If you're getting married, maybe that's a good one, okay? However, apart from that, I would certainly be going to that meeting. The other thing is that if you, there's a couple of pieces missing in the Herbalife puzzle for you, as Jim Rohn says, if you've got 3 of the tumblers in the lock and 1 more to go, maybe this is going to be the training that unlocks that for you. Who knows, right? You won't know until you go. And I'm always reminded of a friend of mine on the President's team, Glenn Marin from Sydney, and Glenn said that every meeting he ever went to, he got something with which he could build the financial wall he needed to build around him and his family. And he said, sometimes I got a whole brick, sometimes I got several bricks, sometimes I got a wheelbarrow load of bricks, and other times he said I got a corner of a brick. He said, but every time I got something that added to me being able to build my financial wall. And as you guys know, and as I just mentioned, Glenn is a President's team member in Herbalife today. So guys, make sure that if your intentions are to increase your business and to make the changes in your life that you promised yourself you were going to make when you signed your Herbalife application, then get down and see Gary, okay? The details are available online, as I just mentioned, in the city office in Sydney and at that airport hotel in Melbourne on Sunday. And guys, I promise you, you will not regret it, okay? So take the advantage of finding out how a barman has gone from $25,000 a year to $3.5 million a year, and you will get an incredible day's outing with Gary de Bravena. So guys, make sure you get there and look forward to hearing some of your feedback for those who do. So guys, take care and we'll talk soon. Ciao.